Okay, we are live, y'all. Okay, let me just make sure everything is set. I feel like, okay, we're definitely live. All right, guys, happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Welcome, welcome, welcome to our Lunch and Learn. I'm really excited because we are going to start doing our promo for the Icons of Beauty Supply Summit. So, my very first speaker is Kiesha Woodrup. She is one of my Caribbean sisters, and she has a beautiful store out in the Houston, Texas area. And she is one of the most fabulous people that you will ever meet. I am going to bring her to the virtual stage very, very soon. But as you guys are dropping in, please let me know in the chat where you guys are logging in from. Let us know where you are logging in from. And then also, if you have not got your tickets yet for the Icons of Beauty Supply Summit, maybe because you haven't heard about it, I'm going to drop the link into the chat so that you guys can be a part of this amazing event that's happening March 22nd. I hope y'all have y'all tickets because the Zoom room is going to be full and we're going to be capped, and it is what it is. Okay. But I'm super excited. I'm about to bring Kiesha to the stage in 2.2 seconds. So I'm going to remove this little flyer and add her to the stage. Hey, Miss Kiesha Woodrup. How are
Hello,
you?
hello, Miss Janice. How are you this lovely Thursday afternoon?
I am doing so good. So I'm super excited to have you speak at the Icons of Beauty Supply Summit that is happening March 22nd. So first, before we get into all of that, first just tell everyone who you are. Just give a little background of who you are, where you come from, because we all have unique beginnings. And I want you to share your story of actually where you come from because it's a very interesting story. It's a very powerful story. And it's one that I think a lot of people can relate to because, guys, it's also so we just finished Black History Month. Now it's Women's Month. And as you guys know, most of my clients are beautiful Black women. And so I'm really, really excited to be doing this event with mostly Black women. So without further ado, I want to introduce you guys to Keisha.
Hey, hi everyone, and thank you for joining us today on this pop-up call. My name is Kiesha Woodrup, and I am the founder and CEO of the Beauty Know-How Beauty Supply Store, found here in Tomball, Texas. Tomball, Texas, it's a small town outside of Houston, North Houston, and I am the only Black owned and Black beauty supply store found in our area. So just to give you a little history and brief history about myself, I am from the U.S. Virgin Islands. I grew up in the U.S. Virgin Islands. I'm originally born a Trinidadian. However, I grew up in the Virgin Islands. This dream of opening a beauty supply store has been 15 years in the making. As a woman of faith, the vision came to me and God told me, you're going to do something with women. And, I just so happened, went to church one day and this prophet actually said, I see you
Wow.
opening a store. He didn't say
You
beauty
never
supply.
told me this story, Keisha.
Yeah, I didn't. I really
Oh
didn't.
my gosh. Wow.
But it's 15 years ago. I visited this church. This is not a church that I normally go to.
Wow.
And the pastor came to me and he prophesied and he said, I see you doing something with women. He didn't specifically say beauty supply. He says, I see makeup, I see shoes, I see bags. He even gave me the name of the store. But back then, in my heart, I always wanted to do it. And I've never told anyone. So when he prophesied that to me, I was like, yeah, right. Sometimes people talk to you and you're like, yeah, no. But in my heart, this is something that I always wanted to do. So he was just confirming that this is something that I need to do, right? And fast forward, every It's like, Keisha, you need to get this done. Keisha, you need to do this. And in that process, in that 15-year span that it took me to launch this business, I would think to myself, oh, I can't do it. It's not me. This is not what I do, because my background is oil and gas, right? And I'm like, no, but I love us. I love women. I love gathering. I love us to come together and share our knowledge. And 2 years ago, that prophecy came back as a second time and said, you know what you're supposed to do.
Wow.
You know, this is the time to launch. Y'all, when I, throughout that 15-year span, I'm looking at the beauty industry leaders and who's running the game. And then I found Janice. This was 10 years ago, I think, when Janice opened her store in New York. I was like, I started looking at her YouTube videos, all the classes that she did, all the sales she did. She used to come on live. I would look and then I would drop off. And then the nudging would hit me again. You have to do this. Stop running from this. And then I will pick you up again and I'll look at all your lives. I was like, okay. 2 years ago, I said, enough is enough. When you did the VIP boot camp, I paid for that class. It was a 5-day boot camp. And I said, I have to do this. I have to do this. I already have confirmation a few months ago saying, hey, this is your time to do this. Launch that business. So I got in contact with you, and it's been lovely ever since. I'm here. The dream that I dreamt of 15 years ago, I am living in it, and I'm just grateful. And I thank God for the journey, me trying to run from it.
Right.
And here it is. It's putting me down, and now I'm living in the dream.
Yes, you are living in the dream. So, my God, so many things that you said. So I do want to start out at where you mentioned it is the first Black-owned beauty supply store in the community, right?
Yes.
And like I said, we just came off of Black History Month and it's Women's Month. So what does that actually mean to you now that it's a reality, that it's the first Black-owned beauty supply?
Trailblazing. I am setting it up for the next person to come behind me. This is possible. It can be done. In my community, there is nothing here for us. Janice, I would have to drive 30 minutes in order for me to go to the next beauty supply store. And I'm like, no, I can put a stop to this need. And here I am. It's just trailblazing and to show people, us, people that look like us, that we can do this. We can do this. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful because the community have been so good to me. I'm in a diverse community, so I cater to all, but being the first and the only Black-owned beauty supply is such a proud moment. I sit in awe and I say, look at God, that I'm able to do this in this lifetime.
Yeah. And what's so powerful that I tell people all the time is that a lot of our stores are really and truly the first Black-owned store in the community, sometimes in communities where it hasn't even been any type of Black business at all, like historically. So when we think about our civil rights movement and we think about the leaders of, that time, like, you and others are now coming up literally as leaders and trailblazers and pioneers in this industry, because up until this point, we have not seen Black ownership in the retail space. We've seen it in brands, we've seen it in hair salons, but we have not seen it in the retail space. And you are literally pioneering this and will literally be written in the history books as one of the first Black-owned businesses in Tomball, Texas, which I think is an amazing thing. So now let's talk about the actual beautiful store, because it is one of the most beautiful stores I have ever been in, and talk about what you actually wanted to create with the experience, how you wanted to set yourself apart from what we have typically seen in this industry, and just like the impact that it has had on the community.
So basically, I did not want to be like the others,
Right.
Other counterparts. I did not want a space where you can just run up, run in. You walk in and you're totally confused. It's so jam packed because we know what the traditional beauty supply store looks like. Right. It's cluttered. It's you ask questions and you can't get an answer. That's not what I want for my customers. So right. I wanted to provide a luxe feel. I want when you walk into my store, it's a vibe. I want you to feel that there's going to be help here. You ask someone, one of my beauty advisor, myself, you come in here and you don't know what you want. We're here to provide that service for you. I have a sitting area in my beauty supply store. My beauty supply store, it's neat. It's in
Can we
order.
See it?
Huh?
Can we see it? Just give us a little something, because I want you guys to see how beautiful her space is.
Can I turn this camera around or no? Okay. So of course, this is my logo behind here. Y'all, can y'all see that? So I have some photos.
Look how amazing her store is. Look at the makeup. Look at everything. It's so beautiful. And you have the sitting area.
I do.
Some amazing artwork.
I do.
It's just beautiful.
Yeah.
Look at the lighting. Look at the girls.
I'm in the front right here, and I have a big mural with the beauty know-how.
So beautiful.
We have
the wig wall is amazing.
Wig wall.
Talk about the wig wall and who created this amazing wall.
So this wig wall idea came from my husband. He is a carpenter by trade, and he said, "Babes, we can actually create your wig wall." So basically what we did, and he created all this by himself. So what we did is we took wood, and we have some iron decorations right here. And then the back of it is black. It's painted black. So I have about 80 wigs on this wall. Amazing. Just about.
Yes.
You know, want to be different and stand out and give women a space where they can be themselves and be comfortable asking questions. So I have my wig try-on station right here. And then the famous money wall. That is.
I love it.
Yes, ma'am. And then, of course, we have the braiding and the crochet and so on and so forth. And then, of course, you know, Janice, I love my quartz countertop.
Yes. So that was also custom made.
Yes, this was custom.
Yes. Look how beautiful, guys.
So I have some designs on it. And then, of course, So, you know, I just basically wanted a space where we can be ourselves, where we can be comfortable and have a luxe feel. There's some more additions that we're trying to add to the store right now to give it even more luxe.
Yes.
So we want to add, you know, another sitting area right here, maybe some draping, just to, you know, because we're looking to expand in the back for a salon.
Right. Yes, we're doing an expansion.
Yes,
we're doing an expansion. Talk about what events that you have done so far, because you've also done some amazing events and collaborations, and how we've always talked about how it's really important to have in-store events to bring the community together, things of that nature. So tell the people about some of the events that you have done.
Okay, so one of the things that I wanted to do to connect my community and connect us as women is have events on Sundays. We would schedule those on Sundays. One of the ones that stood out is we did a charcuterie board making and facial. My daughter-in-law, she is a master esthetician. And so we did a class. I'm a charcuterie board master.
Yeah.
So we brought the women in and we taught them how to just an everyday woman face routine, also with some charcuterie board and some wine. So, we're planning other events such as braiding 101, washing, deep conditioning, and so there's other things that's lining up in the next few weeks and few months. We're also getting ready to do a holistic, natural facial cleanse class. I've teamed up with a chemist who we're trying to work out the details right now because she's doing all the natural stuff, and then we're coming together in the store here and to promote that as well. But yes.
Yes. That's amazing. And I always talk about like the importance of doing in-store events because beauty supply stores historically, they don't do events. Like you
Don't.
said, it's just in and out. You buy what you want and then you leave and then that's it. You don't come back until you are ready to buy more. But what we're now creating is spaces where people can actually have community. And
Yes.
that's what you have done with your events. So now talk about the expansion project.
So it fell in my lap because my neighbor next door, she closed the business, and the space that would have been perfect for the expansion now became available. And so now we are expanding to, we're going to do like a private room for either an esthetician or a brow lash tech, waxing. And then we're going to have a space for 2 chairs, a dryer, a wash bowl. And
Yeah.
so right now we just spoke with the architect and we're just, negotiating the terms of that space. So the plan is to be up and running by May 1st with that expansion. You
Yeah.
have always taught us, your mentees, that not just having a beauty supply store, but also have an opportunity to provide service. And especially here in Tomball, there isn't much service providers that
Yes.
caters to us.
Exactly. Yes.
So
Exactly.
I want to create that space, so that one-stop shop. You come in, buy your braids, buy whatever you need, and head to the back and get your service completed.
I love that.
Yes.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, y'all. So if you haven't heard, we are having this huge event March 22nd virtually on Zoom. Kiesha is one of the speakers that is going to be giving us the behind the scenes of what it took to open this beautiful store that you guys see before you. Okay. So Kiesha, just give them a little sneak peek of what that looked like. Not too much because y'all just need to be at the event to hear the tea, the real tea, but give a little snippet of what that took and what the results have been so far with operating the business.
Listen, it takes a love, it takes dedication, it takes hard work because this is not easy. However, if it's your passion, and once it's your passion and you have the love,
Amen.
anything is possible.
Yes.
And the rewards, there's going to be some sleepless nights for sure. There are going to be a lot of negotiating to get this beautiful space. It's hard work, dedication, and the love of it. If you're gonna come in here and don't like doing this and you just want to do it for money, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. You have to want to do this. You're gonna have to love this and make it your own.
Yes, absolutely. So, guys, I am dropping the link to the summit for you guys to get your tickets. But Kiesha is going to be one of our speakers, and we are diving into the nitty gritty of really starting and operating a business in this climate, right? So, we're talking about funding, we're talking about inventory, vendors. Keisha said negotiating. There's a negotiating skill set that is involved in business that we don't talk about. So,
Yes.
guys, you have to come behind the closed doors to get this conversation. As other cultures do, they have closed door conversations and closed door meetings. Ours is happening March 22nd. Okay, and the beautiful Kiesha will be there with her red lip and red frames, y'all. So make sure you guys get your tickets, and we will see you guys March 22nd. Thanks, Kiesha, for coming on, y'all.
Thank you.
Okay, take care, everyone. Bye bye.